Well, Clarets, Burnley fan reaction. Stoke City nil, Burnley 2. Um, Very much a game of two halves, in my opinion. I think first half was a little bit not necessarily lackluster, but we didn't really look like we'd got going. We were a little bit slow in possession, and to be honest, Stoke looked like the better side. I know that they didn't really have many chances in either half, really. But I thought in the first half they did look the better side. Um, it looked like we were just letting them play their game and almost letting them tire themselves out, really. Um, and yeah, like I say, I wasn't overly, not unimpressed, but I just thought the first half was a little bit lackluster and there wasn't much action. It was, almost that first half. If you'd have told me it was going to end 0-0, I'd have expected it because it didn't seem like either side was going to score. But that second half performance, I mean, credit where credit's due. I think that second half was, again, I said it midweek against Coventry. I said it last weekend. But that second half, that was one of the best performances we've put in again. I think we were absolutely fantastic, dominant on the ball, created lots and lots of chances. I mean, all right, J Rod's chance, J Rod scores, and the second goal's the penalty, but Anthony has a couple of good chances. Koleosho shouldn't sky the ball over the bar when he does. Laurent shouldn't sky his over the bar when he does, but we've created a lot of good chances there in that second half, and on another day that again could have been 3 or 4 nil. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Again, we're getting there. Things are really starting to look really good, and I mean, we've conceded one goal in the whole of November, and that sort of is a statement in itself. I mean, we talk about the fact that we've still only conceded 6 goals this season. 12 clean sheets, 6 goals conceded. No one scored more than one against us in a game. And that's just outstanding, really. I can't stress how big of an achievement that really is, because we all know what football's like and anything can happen, and you take a shot and it deflects off someone and ends up in the back of the net. Anything can happen in football, and to keep that many clean sheets at this point in the season with a goalkeeper and defence, bar maybe one or two who have come into that team, who were shipping goals like they were last season, is outstanding. And all right, yeah, it's a different quality of players. We have stepped down from the Premier League to the Championship, but to do that is outstanding. And yeah, that's all credit to Parker, the lads in defence. Egan Riley has been incredible since he's come into the team. Steve is just absolutely incredible. I think Connor Roberts has really upped his game in the last couple of weeks. I said I was sort of a little bit fed up of his antics off the ball against other players, but he has really upped his game in the last few weeks and really started to play really well. And then Humphreys, fair enough, he's not a left back. He's playing well out of position. He is more of a centre back, but I thought he did well today. For the most part, I would have liked to see Perez in the left back position, just for going forward, really. But I do think Humphreys did play well, and I think he was in there as part of Parker's plan of stop the long ball and the corners and the defensive side. And to be honest, it today sort of reminded me of Stoke of old. I was sort of expecting, like Robert Huth and Rory Delap to pop up, and Jonathan Walters up front, and because there was a lot of dirty tackles and a lot of long balls and the long throws, and it was like I say, like the Stoke that I grew up watching, and remember, well, not grew up watching, but I grew up with. Like I say, those sort of players. So yeah, it a really, really well fought win today. Like I say, it's getting there. That second half was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely dominant on the ball. I mean, even at the end when we're knocking the ball around, that there was no chance of them getting anywhere near us. They couldn't lay a glove on us. And this is a side, let's not forget that we've no Mike Tressor. All right, he probably won't play for us again, but if he did, he's still to come into the side. Um, we've got Manuel Benson, obviously, he's out injured, but we've still got him to come back. Joe's cousin Nathan, he's yet to make an appearance this season, but it's looking like he's starting to come back. We've got these players that we're still missing. Lyle, fair enough, up to before he got injured, he hadn't really done much for us. And I mean, the 35-year-old Jay Rodriguez, who everyone says passed it, has now got more goals than Lyle. But we've still got him to come back into the team. I don't feel like Hatonji's had a fair chance as of yet. So, we've still got players who haven't featured or haven't really had much chance to come into this team. And we're sitting second in the league with the best defensive record, by far the best defensive record, and playing football, which we're sort of dominating games with. And I know people might say it's boring football, but I mean, that first half, yeah, fair enough. That first half was boring. But the second half, I mean, I can't see this turgid, boring football that people are talking about in this week. This last week has been superb football from us, and this is the Burnley that I want to see play. This is how I want us to see us play. And if we can keep this going, it's remarkable where we could end up. Obviously, the aim is promotion at the end of this season, and I think we're putting a good go of it and a good showing of why we should be expected to be up there at the end of the season. Because today, games like today, like I said, that second half, it was just fantastic. It was just phenomenal. And I'm really, really happy again tonight. Man of the match shout probably goes to Josh Cullen, just because when he's on it, he is absolutely fantastic. But I thought Laurent played well again today. I thought Egan Riley played really well today. I think Laurent is one of the best signings we've made. I thought Anthony did okay. Probably not his best game, not as good as he were against Coventry and last weekend, but I did think he played okay. But yeah, really, really can't complain about it again. This is, like I say, this is the Burnley that I want to see. And I'm really happy at the moment with how the Clarets are doing. So yeah, big game on Friday now against Middlesbrough. Obviously, they've been scoring goals for fun. We've got the best defensive record, so hopefully it'll be a good game. Hopefully it'll be very, very interesting. I'm hoping Traff can keep another clean sheet, because 5 clean sheets in a row is fantastic. I don't want us to concede another goal in December. But yeah, absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant result. What a win. What a position to be in going into December. Really happy. Up the Clarets.